This morning. It's very good to be with you and start another week with you. Yesterday we had Remembrance Sunday, which is always a big day in the church calendar. I know that there were lots and lots of people out in the pouring rain, and I am really touched, and it makes me reflect that people will put themselves through a little bit of discomfort to do the right thing. Met lots of people, some new, some well known, some in between. So that was all really good. Remembering season, there's a lot going on, isn't there? And I had a very interesting conversation with somebody who said that it is really important that we remember those who have died, and we read the list of names, don't we, on Remembrance Sunday for each town or village that we might be in. But we must also remember the living who are still living with the horror or the injustice or with difficulties as a result of being in the services, as a result of being civilians in war. And it really got me thinking that sometimes the Great British Reserve does us no good, does it? There, I've gone straight for it. The stiff upper lip. It's not a good thing. It really is not. When we look at the rates for suicide in our country, young men are the most likely group to die by suicide. And there's probably a reason for that. It might be all sorts of environmental things around job prospects or self-worth, etc. But the bottom line of it is that they didn't feel it was okay to be vulnerable. They didn't feel it was okay to admit that they were struggling, those people who choose to die by suicide. And that's a really grim and bleak thought, isn't it? And it's Monday morning, and I'm supposed to be giving you something to cheer you up and move you on your way and give you a good week. But actually, I think that's where I'm going with it, because we need to be encouraging vulnerability. I was so grateful for the person who had that very vulnerable conversation with me yesterday. And I want to encourage you all to have a think about what your vulnerabilities are, and how good it is for you to keep stuff bottled up and to soldier on manfully or womanfully, and how much better it might be to take a friend into your confidence, or to tell a family member, and to be a little bit honest when we're struggling or when we're not sure. That's a biggie, isn't it? Isn't it? There is no shame in needing a little bit of help. And there's certainly no shame in admitting that we hurt, that we are vulnerable, and that we find some things difficult. And I think perhaps if we could all be a little bit more honest about those things, we would find that we were closer to people and connecting with them better. And that would then provide us some of what we need to cope with whatever it is we're coping with. It's that simple. I went to the Bible, of course, to see what I might find to help us along with that. And there's a lovely couple of verses that the prophet Isaiah has, and I'm going to read them to you. They don't make everything better, but they do tell us which direction we should be looking and how we should be leaning. Here we go. This is God speaking. I took you from the ends of the earth, from its farthest corners I called you. I said, you are my servant. I've chosen you, and I have not rejected you. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Whatever might be going on, God knows, even if we don't voice it. And I think there's great comfort in that. I always laugh at myself that sometimes I don't say certain things in my prayers, or I try not to tell God certain things that are going on. And of course he knows. It's not about whether you speak it out, it's whether it's in your heart and in your mind. And so whatever is going on for you, whether you've told God about it or not, he already knows. No secrets from God. But perhaps there should be fewer secrets from each other as well. And perhaps we should be allowing ourselves to reach out and say, hey, can I have a coffee? Because I need a bit of help. Whoa. That said, I've got a horrendously busy week coming up. So please pray for me. And I hope I will see some of you. I hope I've ended up on a positive place. and have a good week, and you know where I am. So lots of love and God bless to you all. Bye bye.